On a moonless night, when the fog rolls in thick and heavy, Ashwood Manor stands like a brooding sentinel on the edge of town. Abandoned for decades, the mansion has a reputation steeped in whispers and dark tales. It was said that no one who entered ever came out the same. Skeptics scoffed, but those who dared to venture inside came back with eyes haunted by things they refused to describe. Among the curious were three friends, Sarah, David, and Mike. Each was lured by the allure of the unknown and the thrill of confronting the paranormal. Armed with flashlights and a camera, they pushed open the creaking front door, which groaned under the weight of forgotten horrors. The air inside was thick with age and silence, as if the house itself were holding its breath. As they moved deeper, the temperature dropped, and shadows seemed to elongate, reaching out like skeletal fingers. Sarah, the most intuitive of the group, felt at first the sensation of being watched. It was a prickle on her skin, a whisper in her ear that seemed to say, "Leave." But pride and curiosity pushed them onward. They reached the grand staircase, its once elegant banister now a decaying relic adorned with cobwebs. David suggested they split up to cover more ground. Reluctantly, they agreed, each taking a different path. Sarah ventured into the drawing room, where the air felt oppressive, as if weighed down by years of sorrow. She noticed an old portrait hanging crookedly on the wall. The eyes of the woman in the painting seemed to follow her, and as she stepped closer, she swore she saw the lips twitch into a sinister smile. A cold hand gripped her shoulder, but when she turned, there was nothing but shadows. David, on the other hand, made his way to the library. Dusty tomes lined the shelves, and an old chandelier hung precariously from the ceiling. He felt a sudden gust of wind, though no windows were open. The pages of an ancient book fluttered, and as he approached, he saw words forming on the paper as if an invisible hand were writing. "Get out," it said. Fear set in, but disbelief kept him rooted. Mike took to the basement, where darkness seemed almost tangible, swallowing the light from his flashlight. The air was thick and damp, and the further he went, the more oppressive it became. He stumbled upon old photographs scattered on the floor, each depicting a family with hollow eyes and twisted smiles. A faint sound, like a child's laughter, echoed in the distance. Heart pounding, he turned to leave but found the basement door closed and locked. Panic surged as he banged against the door, but it wouldn't budge. Sarah and David, alarmed by their own experiences, regrouped at the foyer and realized Mike was missing. Their fear morphed into terror as they yelled for him, their voices swallowed by the house. A cry for help echoed from below, and they raced to the basement. They found Mike hunched in a corner, eyes wide with terror, mumbling incoherently about shadows and whispers. As they helped him up, the house seemed to shiver, the walls creaked as if they were breathing. Desperation pushed them to flee. Just as they reached the front door, it slammed shut, trapping them inside. The sound of footsteps approached, though no figure was visible. The whispers grew louder, more insistent. "Join us," they said. With one last desperate push, they broke the door open and stumbled into the night.